Hey everybody, it's Kennedy. Thanks for having me today. I wanted to talk a little bit about, and I'm not going to be long because I can ramble. I don't want to do that. I don't want this to be a 10-minute video. I wanted to talk just a little bit about the Soul series. Book 1, My Soul to Keep, came out in the fall, November of 2015, and Book 2, Down to My Soul, releases this Thursday, March 31st. And it's a little bit of a cliffhanger on Book 1, and Book 2 basically picks up exactly where Book 1 leaves off. So you can't read Book 2 without having read Book 1. So for this post, I thought that I would scoot back to the beginning of the series and talk just a little bit, all the way back to the beginning, to the inception, before I even wrote one word. The first thing you have to know about me is that I don't dream. Like people dream, where it's like a movie in your head while you're asleep. No, I collapse into an exhausted puddle in my bed, and then if I'm lucky, 6 hours, it's usually more like 4 or 5 hours later, I just wake up. And I guess there's REM happening because that's involuntary, but no other activity that I recollect. But in this particular instance, I had a very vivid dream. It was so vivid that the words, I could hear the dialogue, and the words were like, this sounds crazy. It was like a scroll laid out in my head where I could literally see the words, and I guess it happens like that for writers sometimes. It's like a blessed event when it does, though, because sometimes writing is really hard and sometimes it completely flows right out of you. This would be definitely on the flows right out of you end. Wow, that sounds gross. But moving on, it just really flowed, and I remember waking up, sitting up straight in the bed. It was the dream. First of all, the fact that I don't dream makes this especially special, and then the vividity of it. Try that 3 times. The vividity of it, how vivid it was, how vibrant, how real, how visceral. I knew this is not just a dream. This is a scene. Like I am seeing something that I'm supposed to write, and because I could hear the dial, I felt like a stenographer. I felt like an eyewitness, where there are things that are happening and you're basically just recording it. That's how I felt with that particular scene on that morning. It wasn't even light outside yet. I remember it was kind of that limbo between night and day, kind of dawn. The sky was this smudgy color. And it's so funny that I'm describing it that way because even the time of day that I woke up influenced the scene, because words like smudgy sky and the limbo between night and day, all of those things that I just said, I realized are actually in that first chapter. And I raced down to the dining room where my computer was, and I just poured this first chapter out of this young girl. She was 23. This young girl who, it was her final moments with her mother. And it's Kai, who is the heroine from Book 1. And I've never lost a parent, but I felt so connected to the emotions that I felt her feeling in this scene. It just came out, and it was her final moments with her mom, and she had delayed so much of her life, the last 5 years of pursuing her dream of becoming an entertainer. Her best friend had already gone off to LA. She was supposed to go with him, and she had delayed it 5 years when her mom was diagnosed with ALS. So this is her final moments with her mom, and actually the title of the book, My Soul to Keep, comes from this first chapter. And I love hearing from people who have lost parents, who say, have you lost a parent? And God, thank you. I'm blessed that I still have both parents. But the fact that they resonate so strongly with the emotions that Kai was experiencing, with the feeling that was there in the room with just Kai and her mom as her mom passes away, it meant something to me as a writer to have people say that's exactly how I felt, that was emotional for me, you nailed it. That kind of thing was really important. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about the very, very beginning of that and how, for me, that creative process laid out. And then just encourage you to read that first chapter. We've posted it here for you, the first chapter of My Soul to Keep. I have the other 2 chapters on my website. There's a link there for that, so that you can read the first 3 chapters of My Soul to Keep for free. If you'd like to go on, it's only 99 cents this week. That won't last, but for this week, which is release week, it's 99 cents. And Down to My Soul is on iBooks, pre-order for 99 cents. Thursday, it'll be everywhere. Amazon, Kobo, Barnes & Noble for 99 cents. So that's the beginning of the series. I hope that what you find with Ryson and Kai spurs you to keep going. Have a great day.